Even level 1, you can see it's really tough. You're only really favored if you've got Grave Chill active, and it's a lot of mana level 1. That's a dead end.
Yeah, the Burrow Strike into the arrow. That is just a classic Dota combination right there. A kill combo. Gon has a serious level advantage. Maybe he's like level 4 or something. Then it'll feel a little bit better. They're going to go on to Shad now. Shad actually takes the time to go for the deny here, but it looks like he's going to die. And have to TP back into lane, so things not going so hot for Viking GG right now.
Marana twice. He's always been a fan. That was a long time ago. Wow. Aramis?
Stuck inside the trees here.
The blocks.
Just being perfectly body blocked by Matamba Man. Hey Kyle, do you know if there are no trees
to do so? It's just not a feasible proposition.
Miss Burrow Strike a little bit too slow for that, Zai, but Nisha's going to come in and they're going to see if they can get some kills. Matamba Man's going to join in on the process. They're going to go for kills and then go for the tower immediately afterwards. Shad's going to actually pop his ultimate here, see if he can get away, maybe jump to the mid lane where they were trying to dive Puppy's Tree and Protector.
Active, Matamba Man ready to TP, so they can immediately connect, find a kill, and then boom, Zai teleports top. Matu can now play bottom. He's still ready to come in if needed.
Stun onto the Visage, but Puppy. Aramis coming in from the side here. Shad's around, but what's a Spectre going to be doing at 9.5 minutes in? Not really much of a threat. Aramis trying to do it all by himself, and to no surprise, the Visage is more than tanky enough to be able to deal with this. They do get the mid tower, though, so they've got
It's fast.
A smoke move. This would be a really big kill if they can get it. Slow him down. Long enough for the stomp to be able to land. Look at those trees body blocks, though. Boom is having a hard time getting around it. And now they're actually going to be able to turn things around. With the Moonlight Shadow, Zai's got to be able to get nice and close before he pounces with that Burrow Strike. The arrow slides on by. Aramis was able to dodge it, but he had to go back into Matamba Man's range, and he's going to cop a lot of damage for it, and very likely go down anyway, as he doesn't really have anywhere else to juke. He goes for the stomp, but he gets hit by the Wrath of Nature, revealed by the Sprout.
Veno, Visage, same deal, just so much raw physical damage. These wards die immediately. Aramis.
Is the arrow going to be there in time? Nature's Path goes and tries to slow down Aramis. They're still going to be able to get this kill. Toby actually gets a pretty decent Nova, but there's no follow-up damage off of it. Boom's here, and he's in dragon form too, but he does not feel good about this fight at all because everybody from Secret is able to show up in a moment's notice.
It's the Secret, and what I think they just do better than most other teams, if not all other teams, is their item decisions. It always just makes sense.
Arrow slides in, hits Toby. They're going to be able to finish him off pretty easily. Now, Zai gets a little bit low, but anybody who sticks around and tries to go for that kill is going to be caught by the Visage. Double kill for Yapstor. And Aramis, fortunately, hitting those creeps. We're going to need you. In the meantime, though, they're just going to have to forfeit a lot of towers because every single time they show up to defend, they're caught by the initiation of Zai or Puppy. Puppy, in fact, is going to have an even better initiation quite soon, as he's going to be getting a Blink Dagger as opposed to like Meteor Hammer that we would commonly see for Tree and Protectors.
Blink on Puppy, so hard counter initiation, Arcane Rune on Zai. I mean, the items are just so good. Like, straight damage on Matamba Man, more minions for Nisha, double drums because that item is sick, and then Veil Pipe on Zai. Less team fight than I expected, but ultimately they're so far ahead, I think it's just fine. And they can always go back
look
for
at
it.
This. They're going to finish up Roshan and get the Moonlight Shadow initiation. So not only do they get that Aegis, but they're going to get some free kills for it too, as Boom, he's got to get out of here. Matamba Man, his physical damage build isn't the greatest, but it looks like, what was that, an arrow?
Yeah.
Nice. Catches Toby, so they get to tower.
I think you want to do it before 20 minutes whenever possible, just because the outpost. Less about the XP boost you get, more denying it from the enemy supports. And poor Celery.
Yeah. Nope.
No.
Mech and a high ground miss. That'll allow him to survive, but Shad, he's getting quite low here as he tries to dive past the tier 3 tower. Puppy with a really good overgrowth, catching multiple heroes, and boom, he is outside of his base and he can't run through. Nisha's actually going to be a little bit low until no, he's bailed out by Zai and everything's fine. Secret are all mostly healthy unless Boom actually blinks back in and finishes them off. Managed to get the kill on Nisha, gets a second kill on the Dream Protector as well. Okay, 3 kills in total now, making a 4. Zai's gonna go down, and Shad, he's gonna clean up on this. Matamba Man, he loses the Aegis. They're gonna surround him, and he'll probably die too.
Sick.
How did that just break down?
Was that just a buyback on the Ench?
That was not very much buybacks. from...
I'll trust you. They're hunting. Spectre Haunt is prepared.
Boom leading the way. Blinks in. Immediately gets the stun onto the Visage, and here comes Shad. They're going to try and blow up Nisha as quick as possible. The Stomp is going to be able to stop these familiars from getting out the damage. The Earth Splitter, it's going to land on Nisha as well, pulling him back in. The Moonlight Shadow, it actually allows him to dodge the Dragon Tail. Where was the counter detection? Shad, stuck inside the trees, will be able to dagger his way out here as Zai actually turned around and put the clumsy net onto the Spectre for a second, but Spectre did manage to get out. Last second.
Nisha, you can take out Zai and Yap, so those have got to be your opening targets.
Shad, oh no, that dagger. I don't think it was where he wanted it to be. He got stuck in the trees as a result. Now, boom, he doesn't have a way to cut down the trees. Quelling Blade's still in his backpack, and as he gets revealed, he'll die as well, and all of a sudden the game, it was looking all right for Viking GG for a while, then back-to-back core deaths, and in Secret are able to siege the high ground just like they were doing 5 minutes ago.
If you want to teamfight Secret, you're going to have to do it on their terms, and it's just so tough to catch them off guard here because Viking are forced to telegraph their moves.
This dragon form, it's going to be wasted unless Secret actually choose to engage Burrow Strike into the air. Nice chain stun there. Spectre's going to pop the ultimate. Yapstor taking a lot of damage in that backline, but immediately the birds triple drop onto the Spectre, and all of his offense gets stalled. Now Zai's going to go back in with that epicenter. Boom's trying to help him out with Matumba Man right now. The Glimmer Cape goes out on the Spectre. They actually don't have detection, but he'll be revealed eventually, especially with the overgrowth. A drop of a sentry. Zai comes through. Nice two-man Burrow Strike on the two supports, and they get popped.
And that's what I love. Look at Secret's HPs, right? Almost everybody faded to about 50% there.
Yeah.
GG's come out, and I love Matsu's position. He just stands there between the Spectre and the rest of his team. And yeah, Juventus ults him, DK shows up, but he just BKBs. Like, they're just too far ahead at this point. Like,
I've seen it, and I was like, okay, I'll try it out myself, and I just feel like I never get enough use out of it. So I have to imagine that's just one of those things where team synergy-wise, they just give him a lot more opportunities to refill. Good first blood there from Secret.
Yep, he's went for the triple Wraith Band on Matsu, so he's very strong in terms of right-click. And
Nisha, nice dodge there with the Slight.
that is the trouble with Spearbreaker versus Ember.
Yep. And a bit of trouble here for Toby, though the Flame Guard is burned away. Oh, he's got the Reaper Scythe, but Shackle Shot comes through, and wow, that was enough. Yeah.
With a good set, gotta have the skin upgrades and buy MKB.
Same kind of archetypes everywhere. Zai is going to be playing, you know, who's the offlane DK at some point in time, Underlords, Omni Knights,
Yep.
you know. He's going to be that big tanky boy that draws a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Probably get some team fight itemization in there.
The big thing for Secret, oh, hang on. No point in silence.
Yeah, and that does mean that Matumba Man, okay, if we can get a Shackle somewhere in here, they can't even do enough damage. Jeez. Yeah, he's got so much armor, and this is a physical armor combo. He tries to get off a couple of arrows there to finish off one of these two heroes, but in turn, the two strength heroes are the ones that are too tanky to go down.
I don't think he expected Toby to be there all of a sudden.
Yeah, just kind of like wraps behind the tier 1 tower and walks through it.
Yeah. That's on the score, a slight lead for Secret.
Zai doesn't want to be sticking around in this lane against Shads, knowing that he's got Chronosphere up. And the Chronosphere is going to be used here. See if they actually get the kill. Looks like he's probably going to have a chance to get off Purification, but it's still going to be chased down by the Spirit Breaker. Aramis.
No bashes.
Hoping for a high five. No bashes from anybody right now, but there goes the Shockwave from Boom to take the kill. Meanwhile, though, top lane, they managed to get the kill on Toby.
Yep. No surprise there. Level 6 available on Puppy, so why not push this mid tower?
They're going to go for the dive back on a Boom. Boom actually getting the skewer on Nisha into the tier 2 where Aramis is there to connect with the charge, but there's too much heal coming out from Zai. They're going to have a hard time finishing off any of these heroes with Zai around. Like, how can anybody get low enough to get a Reaper Scythe in the first place? And Toby's going to find himself overextended here as the rest of his team is not here to join and protect in defending this tier 1.
And why can't they defend? No Chronosphere on Void. He used it on Zai. Lane as Nisha runs through the jungle. Love that high ground ward. Makes it so much simpler for them to play the map. And hey, Zai, again.
Zai just seems to, it's something about his personality too, that I feel like he can do these sort of plays and
Like,
always
what?
put himself in danger and always draw a lot of attention, but this man will never tilt.
No. I mean, he's played with, hang on one moment.
Easy TP out from Aramis, but it's not going to be so easy for Celery, who's just eventually going to die here if Boom needs to do something about it. Tries to skewer him away from Celery, but Sleight of Fist just does too much damage. Now, they do have the Void coming in. He's got the Chronosphere. He's going to try and go for a surprise pickup. Okay, never mind. He didn't even try for it.
They just... It's...
In several different patches now and with several different heroes. I know it's not this simple, but I would almost be tempted to always ignore Zai.
Yeah.
Because he's so effective at just being able to bait out like really big rotations for a minor kill. Aramis, he does go down. Toby going to be in some trouble as the relocate going out from Celery is actually going to cut the tether and instead use it to bring Toby back to the fountain. Oh no, he's going to have to use the Chronosphere to be able to survive through this, but he didn't grab Nisha in the process. He's able to kind of loop through, time walk away, but Puppey, he could drop the golem if he wants to. Nisha wants him to as he dives in, hits it with the purification, the golem follow-up. Celery comes back in from the relocate. The tether save, is it going to be enough to bail Shad out? He's only got 2 levels of the time walk, so he's got to cut his way through these trees. And there's Matumba Man able to block off his exit with those frosty arrows.
The discipline from Puppey there, just holding.
And not being able to play this draft, the execution they're hoping for means they are looking like just a bit lost now at this point. His Secret is just going to kind of run back and forth between lanes and find kills here. He's still got Ghost Shroud up. Toby can start dodging some damage, but he doesn't get it off before the shackle.
There's just no
lands.
spells. You don't have Chrono, so
It feels like as soon as they're kind of behind, they just run out of damage. We talked about the damage problems from game 1 as well.
hard to say.
Oh, okay, they're going to be able to get on top of Matumba Man here. There is going to be saving grace from Zai. He's got Divine plus a little bit more heals. Aramis is in trouble as Yapsor is going to be able to run down underneath the tier 2. Relocate back out as Silence on top of the shackles. Shad's going to be low. Yapsor misses out on the shot there that would have finished him off, and Shad is able to get away. Boom. Not quite so lucky, though. Toby actually made the skewer back in. The Reaper Silence underneath tier 2. Nice combo from Viking GG that allows them to finally bare their teeth and bite back against Secret, who is kind of running them. Pretty soon, their lineup's going to show like, oh, we can really win some team fights. And then Secret's just going to hit their like second timing and kind of run things over.
The thing that was unfortunate is that Zai's GA, it saves his Drow, but they weren't able to actually deal damage during it. Zai gets Hero back in, but that is just a beautiful Golem plus Fatal Bonds combination. They all got to run away, but the damage is going to come in from Nisha. Already takes out the IO, and the Fatal Bonds will make sure that Boom does a fair amount of damage to Aramis as well, who gets sniped out by the Shackles power shot combo. See a pattern here, Cap? Or economic warfare, rather. Waged against Viking here. They're going to know Magus here, and Yapsor, hello.
Pretty big kill. Aramis is actually going to hum in here. TP out, that's not going to be good enough. The multi-shot will bring down Boom, and they do have another shackle shot, so Aramis makes it a double kill for Matumba Man. And Nisha, with his solo double damage, was able to really threaten.
Been on the back foot this whole time, so it's Secret constantly sweeping around. They get a little bit of a lead, and suddenly it's the Drow and the Wind Ranger afraid for their lives if they show on vision, because they might just be charged reload on.
Toby, he's got a Lotus Orb, so he can quickly remove the shackles, but he's going to be caught by the shackle shot. Yapsor.
Yep. It's got to be Shad doing that.
Aramis is going to go for the pickoff here on a Puppey, and they should be able to get this rather quickly.
If he'd got that Golem Fatal off, could have been real spooky.
Aramis, oh, such long-range damage, but fortunately Celery's there. 6-21, just trying to draw things out and wait for a mistake from Secret while trying not to bleed too many heroes. And Yapsor, he goes for a kill onto Aramis, but they've immediately relocated onto him. They're going to be able to get this kill. They're going to punish Yapsor for that kind of play, trying to do it solo too. That is a wicked 6 streak and the extra death timer on him.
That was more problems than just Yapsor, but it allows you to deal with this Drow a little bit better. This next big fight, they got the charge of the ideal hero.
Trying to track down Puppey. He's going to cancel out on the charge, a little bit scared. The bulldoze, oh jeez, that physical damage so much, and look at that from long range. The initiation comes in, but it's denied. The Gus stops the Void from being able to get in there. He doesn't want to pop his Manta just yet, and fortunately, he'll be able to heal everything up here, but missing Aramis, think they feel like they're going to have to just wait and let Secret start banging on Roshan a bit and try and jump in last second, but Nisha's not going to try and give them that opportunity. He's going to be disruptive. He's going to get in Viking GG's face. Jumps away before the RP can land. Shad goes into the Roshan pit to check things out. Roshan at half health. He gets the information he wanted and gets out.
Armis has respawned though. We've got to remember Sandberg's Spirit Breaker rule. Never stop, never stopping. Really well played by Puppey though to get the upheaval and the choke point. You can see Viking just can't collapse through that area. This is a really tough place for them to fight if they don't open on Puppey.
They smoke, another blind jump in. Roshan is low, but Secret are making sure they don't overly commit. And Shad, he may actually try and fourth it. Roshan a bit low. Shad getting bashed up by Roshan. At the same time, they found their initiation out of Yapzor. That's a pretty good kill, but he got off the win run first, so they're going to have to blow everything they can to hope to be able to kill him, and they should bring him down. Staying back inside the Roshan pit. Rosh goes outside of the pit. The Chronosphere goes out. He used it to try and force down Rosh. Can he still get the Aegis? Oh, they missed the kill, but they get the Aegis. That's the important part. Now Shad has that extra life, but he's going to abandon the rest of his team because he looks at this and says, this is a terrible situation. I've used my Chronosphere. Let's just try and get away with the spoils of war. Sadly, Toby and the rest of the supports are not going to be able to have the same mobility options as our...
Yeah, nice buyback from Yap. It wasn't really necessary, but it represents strength now, and they can just push no problem.
Nisha, he's got no goddamn chill right now. He's going to use the Ul Scepter offensively on Shad. He's going to stay away from that void.
On Drow?
No.
Mana pot. Deceiving.
A little mana potion. And a lot of long ranges. They have the telescope as well. So this Drone Ranger, and from very far away, boom. It was given the cheese from the void, but it may not matter. The BKB going off, gets the skewer back, but Nisha and Yapzor combined together, their damage is just immense. A charge through onto the Drone Ranger. Shad is going to go for it here without the Chronosphere. He's looking for some kills, but look at him. He's just being kited around constantly. Time walking off the damage over and over again. Celery's going to try and bail him out here, see if they can keep that H alive. They will not. But if they can kill Nisha here, it would be massive. Skewer back in. Self-Fuel Scepter. He's got a Remnant coming up in a second, but his silence goes out. The Reaper's Scythe, and he's down, dead in the grave, and dead for 2 minutes too at that. Team Secret, a rapid retreat now, but a time walk. Forward, dilation, slowing down this Drone Ranger. Shad, if you can keep up on it. Buyback coming in from the Ember Spirit. Celery trying to help out this point to go for the RP, but it got silenced. The gust goes out. Matumbaman, he takes out the arrow, turns the damage on to boom, and a shackle shot comes in from Yapzor, locking down Shad. He just cannot get his hands on any of these heroes, and finally, as he does, he's got Toby to help him out as well, but Matumbaman, he's looking so tanky now. There's no help, and Shad is giving up on this, but all of his friends are dead. Toby's gonna fall, and Shad, he'll make his way back to the base, much like he did before, but it's...
Puppey's only used 2 rocks, but on both occasions, it was to interrupt the tether right as it came in, and then help Yapzor find a kill. Just beautiful. BKB was used by the mag, but it just didn't matter, and Matu with the silence in that one engage, like, that could have been sick from Boom. He got a mid-cast animation.
Yeah.
That's 2 racks. Maybe 3. No buyback on either of these cores.
They've got the Chronosphere. Shad, he's just gonna kind of go for it, but every single time he approaches, it's a shackles, it's a silence. There's always something there to be able to slow him down. Now, Matumbaman's pretty far forward here. Shad, not going to go for the Chronosphere just yet, but they're losing their buildings pretty quickly. He's going to have to just throw it out soon as he's trying to beat on Matumbaman. There goes the building. That's going to be Megas. Finally, he does throw out the Chronosphere, but he's been Yule Scepter mid-chrono. More damage coming in. A shackle shot. He's Toby's dead, and Shad's just doing nothing at this point. His physical damage just looks pathetic against the power of Team Secret, as they will take another 2-0 against Viking GG. That makes them 8-0 against this team now since their loss to them at ESL 1 Los Angeles.
It's just so cool to watch, Cap. Like, they're just so good. Ultimately, Viking, they have opportunities